Hello everyone and welcome to the Gaming Club. In today's video I will do the overview of all events upcoming this week. I will try to find answer what is going on with infantry troop damage, influencer trap damage reduction, and the recent voting about changing the capital clash duration. If you're ready, let's go. To begin with, Wolf Totem event is starting tomorrow. If you haven't seen my video about it yet, check the link in the right upper corner. I have a full video coverage of the event. I have a web page on my site dedicated to this event, the daily objectives, all the tasks, all the rewards, purchases, everything that you need to know is on that link that you can find in description. Next thing, what is going on in the newer states. So this is my account in state 313. And this week we have Alliance Throwdown starting, so I'm joining my Alliance mates and trying to score some points, taking tasks. Today I can see that there is a separate event for construction speed ups, and I was thinking that I will try to do some Alliance Throwdown tasks related to the speed ups on construction and try to score points on both events, but then I saw reward in this event and it's well, let's say it's quite disappointing because 2 epic searches and some legendary hero badges is not something I'd like to see as the highest tier reward for this kind of events, even though the ranking reward for the first place 50,000 biocaps is quite nice. It's very difficult to score it as a free-to-play, so what I'm gonna do, I'll just skip this event. Maybe I will do the third objective to get this speed ups, and I will do that tomorrow because the event is gonna last for 2 days, and tomorrow the Wolf event is kicking off, so we'll try to see if I can combine this or not. If I will be able to combine, I will probably get this objective. If not, I will just skip the event, and I got the resources because I'm collecting them to do the HQ26 upgrade on this event, and I'm pretty short on resources. What else is going on here? Wild Racing, it's again repeated, so Bikers Carnival event has been phased out. I think it's not gonna happen again, and this event will be replacing it. It would be really nice if we see some additional one, because Wild Racing is for 2 weeks only, and then for the other 2 weeks I guess it's gonna repeat. It would be really cool if developers come up with the second event that lasts this amount of time. Also, we have Alliance Showdown in this state. If you haven't seen my guide about it, again, the link is in description. Make sure you register here because they have this nice shop where you can buy shift gear tools, which is quite difficult to farm, and you can also get some alloys and adhesive. So doing this event is very easy and the rewards are getting better. So don't forget to register here. What else do we have on the events billboard? Capital Clash, we just had it in this state over the weekend, and it is going to happen again in 2 weeks. I think it's too early for these states to think about state versus state event. I don't know when they're going to implement it because it has just completed the beta testing in the previous states, and I think it will come eventually, but I'm not sure when. What else? Value vouchers, again, you can buy this. There was a question on one of my website pages if you want to buy JEPs vouchers or should you wait for the future tiers. Guys, if you plan to buy vouchers or just get them through biocaps, you can do that now, because once the tier changes and the next one is introduced, you will be able to use your previous vouchers and exchange them to the new ones. The ratio will be not that great, so I strongly recommend you that you use all your vouchers that you purchase and you don't purchase more than you need. But if that happened or you just forgot about them, you will be able to exchange them. Don't worry about that. Let's have a look at what kind of deals you can invest real money into. There is a top-up event and the Jeb one where you can get his vouchers. Today I would not recommend spending any money because event starts tomorrow, the Wolf Totem I mean, and if you've seen my video, there is a top-up event inside of the Wolf Totem that will give you an opportunity to get that permanent skin. So if you decided to buy something, please hold off for tomorrow. That's my recommendation, because you will get better value out of your purchases. On the top of that, today there is a custom pack for these chests. However, the content of it are the speed ups, and the speed ups I generally believe has the lowest value. You can also switch to the rare and epic, and here you can get some hero gear parts and chief gear parts. In that case, that's a good purchase, because these tactical gear designs, you cannot get them through in-game events. You can only purchase them through, and this is how you build your chief gear on higher levels. So I'm still waiting for the developers to get back to that feedback that was shared by a lot of players, where we would like, as free-to-play, have an option to get the tactical gear designs through some in-game events. Hopefully developers will come up with some event or some rewards where we can get them. Now I'm switching over to my main account in state 135. If you saw my weekly video last week, you could see that I had more battle power, but we had big fights over this capital clash, and I lost around 30 million battle power and quite a lot of troops, so I'm still recovering, and my hospital was full, and I even lost some troops, so I had to do to get them back through the enlistment office, and still I'll be missing like 100,000 troops lost permanently. But it's not a big deal, it happens, it's PvP game, you can lose the troops, so I'm not too much disappointed about that or upset or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that I can train them back, and everything will be fine. So on this account, what do we have this week? Once again, there is Alliance Throwdown. So as a free-to-play, I'm just trying to do these nice tasks that you can just train the troops and increase the battle power, and you will have 120 points. Then the parallel event in the older states is Power Sprint. So here you need to use speed ups and increase highest chief gear score and consume plasma cores. Once again, the solo target for the highest objective is just some biocaps, and you need to score 28,000 of points, which is quite a lot, and for free to play it's very difficult to get there. So again, on this account I will also skip this power sprint, and I will save my resources for the next week's survival of the fittest instead. And on the Alliance Throwdown, I will just try to do this kind of challenges, and maybe some hero fragments, because I've been saving them for a while, and I'm gonna utilize them as well. What else? Reservoir League, no news about it. It's currently being beta tested in some area states. Unfortunately, this state is not old enough for the testing, so it's not ongoing here. We also had a capital clash in this state, and in 2 weeks it's coming again. So state versus state, I think it's not happening, or developers are taking time to accumulate some feedback and implement changes. And I think that's basically it for the old states and all the events that are ongoing here. I think I haven't missed any. Now a short Q&A session, because I see quite a lot of questions. What's going on with the infantry damage and the influencer trap damage? So let's start with infantry. If you look in your barracks, there were like no changes to the infantry stats whatsoever. Their parameters remain the same, and I saw a lot of people reporting decrease of the damage when they fight either PvE or PvP. I have passed this feedback to the developers, and currently they replied me back that there were no changes to the core game mechanics, and there were no changes to the infantry. So potentially there is some kind of bug, and this is now being investigated by the quality assurance team of the developer. And once they have some news, or they give me more information, I will probably do another short video to cover this topic. Because so many people are asking questions about this, even in Discord, and I get a lot of private messages and comments on my website. I'm really eager to know myself what's happening here. as a side effect, or maybe not as a side effect, there are other complaints about the influencer trap damage reduction, quite significant one. Some people saying that it's like 10 to 20% less. Some people saying that it's like 50% damage they do less. So in our alliance, we are currently trying to beat level 30 summoner, and we have also noticed this decrease. So until the investigation is not finished, we are doing some testing, and thanks to some players that are sending their feedback to my private messages, we've been able to figure out that the current recommendation is still sending 100 hunters, and this is what should work the best for you. If it doesn't, try to do a mix, 40% to 60% of hunters and riders, or vice versa. And if this option doesn't work for you, try sending rally with 10% of infantry and 40% of your riders and 50% of your hunters. I have described all three options on my website in the influencer trap guide. Find the link in the video description. Try all these setups, and it would be great if you pin me here in the comments, or just send me a private message or leave a comment on the website and let me know what are your results and how the damage changed, or if you are even affected by that. Next question I'd like to address in this short Q&A, the new Troops March UI. I know that there are a lot of negative feedback about it. I don't like it either myself, even though I'm playing on computer, and when I go mobile I have a tablet with a bigger screen. Such important thing is just choosing your trap formation, and the button is not big enough for smaller screens. I think this is something that developers need to pay closer attention to, especially for the people playing on 4-inch screens or 5-inch screens of the mobile phones. This is key experience, and missing something like that and making the button too small, or easily that you can easily hit the wrong one and just close the troop formation window completely. That's not cool, and I hope there will be a fix soon. In terms of the UI itself, I don't think developers will be reverting back as it was in version 1.8. I think they have invested a lot of resources into making this kind of interface, and even though it's not perfect, and I don't like much all the animations and slowness, and there is a lot of room for improvement, I just hope they're gonna make it better. Like now there is an option at least to choose the captain, and we had our march capacity. What was that? No, not the march capacity, but the resource capacity of the troops. So now it's back. When you go and farm something, you will be able to see how many troops you need. Oh, troop load, that's the name. There are still a lot of bugs. For example, sometimes it glitches for me, and my march capacity is negative. So it's not really nice. You need to close it and open again, and it's just taking a lot of time. So yeah, I'm waiting for the fixes the same way as you guys. Hopefully they will come soon, and our experience will be better. And the last question that I wanted to cover, there was voting about the Capital Clash event. It was both on the official Facebook page of the game developer and also on their Instagram, so you could vote in stories. And the question was if the Capital Clash time duration should be reduced from 24 hours to 8 hours, and the requirement for 8 consecutive hours holding the capital should be decreased to 2 hours instead. And you could write in the comments either old, so there is no change to the event, or new, and then the time will be reduced to 8 hours and 2 hours. I think 24 hours is definitely too much, and it's very time and energy consuming for me personally, and for my alliance as well. And I was looking into something like 8 hours for the whole event and 2 hours duration. After that, I've seen a lot of people saying, but you don't consider other time zones, and I realized that for those who are playing not in Europe, but let's say in the US or on the opposite side of the world in Asia or Australia, those 8 hours of the European time zone might not fit well, and it's either deep night in one part of the world, or very early morning in the other one. And what I think is the best to do here is to find some middle ground and maybe doing 12 hours capital clash event duration and changing the requirement to hold it for 4 consecutive hours will be some sort of compromise and will allow people from all of the time zones to play. I don't know what developers are gonna decide, and I don't know what you guys think is the best. Please let me know in the comments, and let's have our own small survey. And that's pretty much it that I wanted to cover today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be doing more videos and tutorials soon. Don't forget to visit my website. You can find all the guides there and the events description and all this kind of stuff. Recently I have launched a Patreon site where you can support my content. That's it. Thanks for watching. I wish you a nice day.